Hi everybody, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb.
And we're the Streeters.
Welcome to the ARTyRV Livestream Q&A tonight. We've got a great viewer showcase tonight, probably the biggest one we've ever had.
I know it. What's up with all that, Barb?
I don't know. We had a lot of people send their information in.
Well, we're happy that you took the time to do that for us so that the rest of the community can enjoy the work that you perform.
So thank you guys for doing that. Thanks for all that are here tonight. I see some of you guys are just coming in. I tried to get everybody early, but welcome everyone.
Yeah, welcome.
So if you have a question, put it in the chat. I know we did have a question. We could just start out. Pauline had a question about the glass that we were talking about last week, the Fisher Antique glass. She wanted to know more about it.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't have access to my phone, and I really don't know a whole lot about it. I do know that Barbara and I are fortunate enough to own one of Fisher Antique's mouth-blown vessels, and we've had that for about 35 years, I guess, almost since everything since time began.
Yeah, they make beautiful glass, and so I haven't had a chance to really Google and explore, the history of Fisher glass.
Yeah, they have it. I don't even know that they may still be in business.
I'm not sure.
But most of the people that we know that have it have had it for years and years and years. So, and we do have some photographs of some Fisher art glass. When we took our trip to Greer, South Carolina.
That's where you'll find it.
Alan was happily enough to share some of this Fisher with us. However, we couldn't purchase it.
Pauline, you were asking about where to find that glass in our videos. It would be in the video where we went to Greer, South Carolina.
To Palmetto Mirror and Art Glass.
To Palmetto Mirror and Art Glass company. So that's where they are on that video.
And they're in the window of that warehouse, and they are just absolutely gorgeous.
If you can't find it, just send me a note and I'll send you the link. I should be able to find it.
Yeah, so that's really, Barbara, it's a beautiful evening outside. I spent most of my morning in the dentist, so if I'm a little slurry tonight, let me know.
Yeah, his cheek is kind of swollen a little bit, but it's not too bad.
It was worse earlier today, right?
Yep.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to talk, but of course for some of you that might have been a good thing.
So we just want to say thank you to Sunshine Glassworks, who was our sponsor tonight.
That's right, Barb. Thanks again for Sunshine Glassworks for sponsoring this Monday night Q&A here on the ARTyRV channel. And remember, Sunshine now stocks over 1,500 colors from all the different manufacturers right here in the US of A. And they do ship everywhere. So check them out. Give Sean or Scott or Barb a call and see if they can't help you out with your project. Or they'll even, if you need something, send them a photograph. They can send you some samples, and you can pick the glass that you're looking for that specific repair job as well. So thanks again, Sunshine.
Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. You're the best. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you,
we
Thomas.
appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Let me put the main cam on so you can see that.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
We are
Appreciate
just
that
ever so
bunch.
close to getting our new Mary Cam.
We
Miss
need
Mary
that
Cam.
Mary Cam so we can keep an eye on her. She was barking today. Karen asked about what was going on with you, Ed.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with you, Ed?
Oh,
What's going on with you?
I just had some. I had to get a cavity filled that popped in this weekend, and now I'm just going to spend a little bit of time with my new dentist, and we're going to get everything cleaned up for the next 25 years of my life.
Did you tell him what you had done?
Oh, I had
Anyway.
I had a split tooth, and then I had a tooth that I had no idea was even gone. Does that make any sense? It does, but I had no idea it was even gone. So
Anyway, he had fun today.
they fixed me up this morning, and it was all good. And we want to thank Carolina Dentistry up in Loris, South Carolina, because they took me in like a little puppy and took care of me today. Thank you guys very much.
That's hard to find in this day and age.
Yeah, they're very good. I recommend them. If you're in Loris or anywhere in North Myrtle Beach area, I recommend them.
Carolina Dental Care?
Carolina Dentistry. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's see. We have a question. Is it the sun or the moon behind us? It's the sun.
It's the sun, yeah.
But it could be the moon.
It could be the moon.
You could make it either way.
It's a sunset now.
So,
Oh, it's really pretty.
Jennifer had a question. A while back, you recommended 1,000 grit sandpaper, but I can't recall what it is used for.
The 1,000 grit would be really small. If you're sanding any glass, you want to use 220 grit, 220 grit sandpaper for sanding the edges on glass. Like, for instance, because you don't want to, if you're building jewelry boxes and use a mirror in the bottom, you don't want to put the mirror on the grinder. So you'll hand sand it with 220 grit, both on the face and on the back, on those edges, and knock that sharp down. And then you want to make sure that you put your clear fingernail polish on it before you foil it. The 1,000 grit sandpaper is really, really fine. And I don't remember what I would have told you to use that for. I know it's really good for sharpening X-Acto knife blades for sure.
I don't know what that
I
would
don't
be
remember,
for.
and I apologize.
Was
I
it
don't
to
remember.
sand the edge of the mirror?
No, 1,000 grit's really fine.
Okay.
1,000 grit's like a wet dry paper for working on lacquers on paints for cars and stuff like that.
Okay.
1,000, 1,600, 1,800 grit.
Julie has a question.
Hey.
Thank you, Ed. I have leftover glazing, your recipe. It is a couple months old. It still looks good. Can I use this?
Sure, you can. You just add a little bit of lacquer thinner in it to loosen it up, mix it properly, get it all blended back together, and use the rest of it. Yep.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about it.
Yeah, as long as you keep a lid on it, it doesn't dry out and get all quonky looking and look like the Mojave Desert, you're okay with it.
It's the same way with your baking soda and water recipe.
Right, Barb. That was a
Put a
good
lid
question.
on that.
Yeah.
Put a lid on that and save it.
Yeah, so we did have a question on that came to us via email this week about what do we do with the baking soda and water mixture after we're done cleaning the window? Well, we keep it in a jar with a lid on it, and before we use it, we just shake it up and go again. So use it until it's gone, and then make another batch, right?
Yes. Kathy Roberts wants to know, does anyone out there know why her Cat St. Jane channel can't get live chat? I don't know what would cause that unless you've disabled something.
Yeah, I
don't know.
I don't know what.
What would do that?
Right.
Maybe somebody out there that's familiar with YouTube can answer that. I can't look at anything up right now, but maybe somebody else has that ability out there that can help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have right now we have all of our phones are tied up, and a camera to produce the show.
And
so
2 computers.
yeah, and 2 computers and a producer.
So yeah. So tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we'll be releasing the box video.
Are you ready?
The box video, finally.
The box video is coming out tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Members will get it at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
look for that. Yeah,
And we got a
members
new
get
member
it.
tonight, too.
Yes, we did.
That's great.
Members,
Thank you.
you'll get that at 6 o'clock. And then everyone has 24 hours from the 7 o'clock release to grab that free video. I mean, the video is always free, but the free pattern and with the directions.
Right.
And
Well,
go
Barb,
ahead.
I'm just so excited. I'm looking at the list of community members that are here tonight, and you're all here. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're getting quite a few questions, and it's all good. And hopefully we'll have the answers. And if not, there'll be somebody on the community page that can help. Right.
That's right. Nata Glass has a question. Do you make a blowing glass to use in stained glass panels? By the way, I used soda for the first time after 20 years. It's great. Nice black patina color.
Oh,
Good,
hey.
Nata
Yeah,
Glass.
good. So yeah, we do what we would call, and we make rondelles sometimes for our stained glass windows at working in the glass blowing studio. So.
Yeah, rondelles are something
Rondelles.
that we would be able to make in the glass blowing studio, yes.
For use in your stained glass
And we've
windows.
done that before.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Sharp says it would be nice if we could do a video of your whole studio.
You know what?
That's a possibility
Because
this
we're
fall
getting it
because
cleaned up
we're
right now.
changing things up here. We're opening up more gallery space,
Yeah.
more classroom space, and moving the video equipment and the studio to another room. So you'll see all new coming this fall.
Yeah, we're getting ready to add about 150 square feet to our gallery, and to our blown glass and stained glass gallery, and then we're moving the ARTyRV channel into a new space here in the building, and gosh, I'm looking forward to it, Barb. It's just so exciting.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of work
We
to
have
do.
a lot of work to do. Yeah, we have a lot
We
of
show
work
you
to do.
bits and
But
pieces of the
As we
rooms
go.
as we get them organized and moved around. But
Yeah.
right now we're kind of in
so this room that we're in here now, though, this is going to be new gallery space.
part of the gallery
because
space.
it is attached to the existing gallery, and it's really going to make a nice space, I think.
Okay, let's see if we got, where's Miss Mary? Miss Mary,
She's
thank
right here.
goodness, has calmed down.
She's
She's
calmed
right
down a
here
little
next
bit.
to Eddie, right next to her.
I'm just
him
patting her.
and
Oh, and Miss Mary, y'all, this week, if you've been watching her, she had her last 2 shots to relieve her from her heartworms. And so she got one on Wednesday, and she got one on Thursday. And they were back to back, and y'all, she was feeling really puny. But thank goodness she's back into it tonight, and she's laying down in her bed right here to my left, and she's feeling much better. Thanks for all the prayers, y'all.
yes, thank you very much. She's feeling much better. As each day goes by, she gets better and better.
Oh, and she topped out at 54.6 pounds when we had to weigh her to get her medicine.
Yeah, so she's doing good.
Yeah, so
You'll see her in the upcoming video.
she's put on almost 15 pounds since we got her. So.
Yeah. Karen said she'll come and help us move stuff. I might take you up on that.
Might take
at
you
some
that.
point.
Bring Denver with you. And a trailer.
Yeah. Let's see. Burnt raw toast. Best way to cut a circle around the size of a quarter. cut a square and sand it to a circle, or try and cut a circle that small?
I would just cut a square and then clip off the corners and go from there, because if it's only as narrow, as small as a quarter, you're going to have trouble just even turning the glass. I would do that too. I mean, a lot of times when I'm doing tabletops and I have to round the corner, but just enough so you don't get cut or hang up on your sweater or pantyhose, I just take and I clip the corner, do what's called a clipped corner, and then it makes it so much easier to round it. And you can do that if you get that square. A quarter is going to be like a 1-inch square anyway. Just clip the corners on that. It'd probably take you all of a minute to make that circle. Try it first on a window glass, and I'm really sure that would work. Much easier than trying to cut a circle, because then you're going to cut a circle and then you're going to try and make it round. You're better off to start off with a square and make it round right away and be done with it.
That's right. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah.
A.K. Martinez, I purchased the Lipinet grousers that you recommend, and I love them.
Oh, great. Thank you. I'm glad that you do.
We're getting more and more orders in for them.
Yeah, and we do have now, we do have the grousers, the lead nippers, and the 6-inch or the short
the mini
running
runners.
mini runners.
The
we
mini
have
runners.
Everything's in inventory again, and we're good to go on that. So if you need it, just go to our website and click down on it and order it up.
Yep, right there. There you go. Okay, any more questions?
And remember, all of our merchandise includes free shipping. I'm sorry, Barb, I interrupted
that's all right.
you.
No, you didn't interrupt me. Do you want to show them, kind of show them what patterns are going to be in the booklet?
You're doing it right now.
Okay.
Go, girl. I can put it
the,
here. Well, no.
Yeah, it might look better there.
Okay,
right?
so I'll put it here.
Okay, those are the patterns for the upcoming boxes.
Okay, so give me a close-up
But
camera.
this is what you'll get in the package. Now, complete instructions for the entire video, and then the links to the videos that go along with that video.
Right.
And
but
then
for 24 hours,
yeah,
starting tomorrow at 6 p.m.,
you get the one pattern.
you get this pattern right here.
So that goes with the video.
So, and that goes with the video, and this is the box that we're making in the video that we show you step by step. So this is the, and then
Let me put the close up. Does
woo,
that work
look
better?
at all this. Isn't this pretty?
Okay.
So tomorrow night, starting at 6 p.m., and
members will get
for
that
members,
first.
we'll get the video, and then our community will receive it at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So for 24 hours, once that video releases, you're going to get this pattern along with the directions for free for 24 hours. After that 24 hours, not only are you going to get this box top,
but it's going to be...
You're going to get this box top. You're going to get a geometric box top. And finally, and fourth, you're going to get the mushroom box top. So for those 4 patterns, after the 24 hours, Mary says she loves it. So after that 24 hours, those 4 patterns are going to be on our website along with the directions and the dimensions for the box for $3.99.
And all the links to the companion. It's the whole package.
It's a whole package thing. So
tons of information and extra tips and tricks.
And once you get the original box design, it's very simple to do the mathematics on it and change it, whether you enlarge it or even make it smaller. It's very simple to do that, and you'll have so much fun. I believe making boxes is a lot of fun. But what I found is if you'll make, if you need just one, but if you're going to try and take them to a show, I suggest you either do them in lots of 5 or do them in lots of 10 and just change the lids up, because you're going to love it.
Karen said, how about puppy or kitty box tops? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They'd be adorable.
And you're kind of rolling your way right into the puppy dog queen.
Puppy paws and kitty paws.
Yeah, kitty paws and puppy dogs. That'd be awesome.
Sounds cute.
That's awesome. So when you get everything, like I said, you just get the one pattern for 24 hours. and we appreciate everybody downloading that. That's going to be awesome. But we really would appreciate after that 24 hours is downloading the whole package, and it's a great way to help support the ARTyRV channel.
Brenda wants to know how to become a member. Brenda, just go to the ARTyRV Studio channel, and across the top you'll see a little menu. It says community, and then it says membership. Just go to membership, and it'll tell you what your perks are, and you can join up right there. It's real easy.
Wow, that'd be great, Brenda. Thank you so much for thinking about it.
Thank you, Brenda. Let's see. Do I have it? Oh, yes. Here's a question. Deborah has a question. Which of our videos should she watch to repair a Tiffany-style lampshade? She has never repaired a lampshade before, so any help is appreciated.
Well, you know what? You're in luck because we have a video where we're actually we're inserting an apple in one of the Tiffany reproduction lamps that was made back in the 70s. So we do have a video on taking that piece of glass out, making your template or your pattern, and putting the piece of glass back in. You just remember, the first thing you need to do when you're repairing a lamp is remove that one piece of glass that's broken that you've got to get into. And you're going to want to make sure that you have a nice square box that lamp will fit into by cutting a hole in it, because you're going to need to make a cradle to work on it. You can also use a roll of paper towels. Just little tricks that I've learned over the years about keeping lamps turning, and everything must be level. So don't get frustrated with it. It's a lot of work, but they're really fun, and when you're done, it's very satisfying. So check out that video of us repairing the lamp, and hopefully it'll help you.
If you guys are getting good information from this channel and you'd like to see more, please subscribe. It keeps us going and makes YouTube happy.
And by the way, Barb, we did get 13,000 subscribers on January 31st, that night before midnight. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was exciting. So we
woke up the next morning and I think we had 13,000 something. I can't remember something.
Anyway, it was really good, and thank you all very much for helping us out and reaching our goal.
So 14,000. We want to be at 14,000 by the end of
the end of the month.
Our goal for the year is 25,000.
Yeah, 25,000 by December 31st of 2023.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see. Okay, Karen. That's not a question. Okay, if you have any questions, put them in the chat and put a Q there, and we'll be happy to answer them.
Yeah.
We have the viewer showcase coming up tonight, pretty soon.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy!
I think we have 9 entries this week, so we're looking forward to that. Some really pretty things.
Oh yeah, and I saw Ed was here. Ed Forsman's here tonight.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in, Ed. Hope everything's well up in Virginia.
Okay, and
so we're on the move with this ARTyRV channel, y'all, and it's all because of you.
So like we were saying, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the box video is out, and you'll see all the links in the description, and you'll be able to go and get the patterns, and you got 24 hours to grab a free pattern.
Right. Well, you know what? Because because we have such a long viewer showcase tonight. It's not long. I'm not making it sound like it's a movie or anything, but there's quite a few really nice pieces of art glass in tonight's viewer showcase. So if it's okay with you, Barb, I think I'll just I'll share. We can start our glass chat a little bit early, and I can share the piece of glass that I'd like to share with them. Okay. Leave it on the full screen because I'm just going to pull this piece out, and I'm going to share this with y'all. This piece of glass. This is a Kokomo. And this is a 142. Now I'm getting by Miss Mary here. And so this is the back of this thing. If you can imagine just how beautiful this glass really is. So this is a version of the 142 sheet that has quite a bit of green in it. A lot of times you'll get this sheet and it'll have quite a bit of blue in it. And that all depends on who's mixing at the mixing table that day. But this is a beautiful glass, and it is a Kokomo. It's a Kokomo opalescent. This works great. This is a great diffusing glass for lamps. This is also a great diffusing glass for water. Now I want to just show you how long they've been making this glass. This is a 142. In the bottom of the sailboat window there that I made, that was the very first window that I ever made, is a Kokomo 142. You see it? That's crazy, right?
That right there.
That right there. That's a Kokomo 142.
It's a dusty.
It's a dusty Kokomo 142. So I'm going to set this down. I'm not going to chop off Miss Mary's tail. And she is being so good, y'all.
Yeah, she quit barking right before the show, which
I
was
think
good.
she was telling us that
It was time to go.
it was time to go to the show. That's not sticking out over there. Okay. So then I'm going to, this is the same glass.
Okay.
This is a 142. And when you cut this glass and you look on the side of it, not only does it have cobalt blue in it, green, but it also has white. So you're going to find that when you're cutting this glass, you're not always going to hear your glass cutter because of the density of the color. Now, blue and green are both very soft, and white is very dense. So when you run over a patch of white in this glass, your cutter is going to cease to exist as far as noise goes. But don't be afraid and don't let up the pressure just because you can't hear your cutter. You want to be sure to keep pressure, the same pressure from end to end. Now, I didn't have Barbara put the camera on because I wanted you to hear that rather than see it. So now I'm gonna take my running pliers, and I'm back over here in my little work area, and we're gonna eliminate this. Okay. And now we're gonna do another score, but I want you to listen to my glass cutter. And if you notice, I didn't get any noise till I got right here. When it went through all that dense glass, you didn't hear your glass cutter. And I hear a lot on whether it's an email to Ed or a question to Barb and Ed. Why can't I hear my glass cutter when I'm cutting some glasses? The reason you can't hear that, y'all, is simply because technically the deck is stacked against you as far as color. So you're not going to hear your cutter. But if you'll remember to keep the same pressure, start to finish, you will increase your cutting skills tenfold because you're not going to be pushing too hard and you're not going to be not pushing hard enough. Get that feel in your hand, in your cutter, everybody. And whether you can hear it or not, keep the same pressure, and I promise you, your cutting skills will increase.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's this industry, cutting glass is the most important part of it.
That's right.
Because you can grind it and foil it, and all those things are fun. You can watch TV while you're doing it and everything. But if you can't cut the glass, then you can't really move forward. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like playing golf. If you can't hit the ball, you sure can't make it to the green. So once you learn how to hit the ball, it's going to be good, right?
Practice, practice.
Practice, practice. Keep cutting. Keep those scores a-coming.
Okay, we have another question.
Okay, Barb.
From Arc of Mystery. Solder and patina lead came in the same panel. Do they cement the cane first, then patina the whole thing?
Well, if you get, you're going to patina all of the lead? I think if you cement
that was the question.
Yeah, if you cement the window and polish the lead, it's going to look like it's patinaed. Now, if you have inserted copper foiled glass into your window, Then you want to patina that, but do that last, because you're gonna, after you putty it, you're gonna have to clean it real well and then patina the copper foil. But there's no reason to patina the lead, because if you're finishing your lead window correctly, it's gonna have a beautiful dark pewter finish to it when you're done, after it's polished.
Now that depends on which glazing compound he's using. If he's just using plaster of Paris, not plaster of Paris, but if he's just using like sawdust
or regular whiting and all that,
and whiting.
Yeah. So if you're using our glazing mix, I'm sorry. If you're using our glazing mix, that's how you finish the window.
Yeah, if you're using our glazing mix, it will turn it black.
And it will polish it. You know what? Finishing the stained glass window, puttying it or glazing the window, a leaded window, I think is the last but the longest process of the entire fabrication process. But if you do it correctly, you don't need to patina the lead, because it just, I think the window looks better polished and pewter looking, and that way the lead's natural.
Now there'll be a short coming up, because Ed's going to be finishing
the piano
window, and it has copper foil and lead cane. So he's almost at the point where he's going to be finishing that, and he'll show you how he hand finishes around the copper foil. And then, glazes the rest of it, and then applies the patina.
Right,
so that's an important step when you're...
Oh, it really is.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is, because you do have to cement the copper foil area into the lead anyway. Otherwise, it's going to rattle, and that, when glass moves, it takes a chance on breaking or fracturing. So we don't want to do that. But anyway, yeah, we are getting ready to finish up the piano window. Barbara did do a nice short on it. It's about 40 seconds or so, but it does show you that one of the piano keys is together and how I slid it into the lead. So check out that short, and then we'll be coming at you with the rest of that window pretty soon.
Karen wants to know, how did you start doing your own patterns?
I just... you know what? I don't know. When I started working in this, the reason I kept my job that winter was because my boss's wife found out that I could draw. And that helped her design her windows and her patterns. And from that point on, I've used books, I've used projectors. I use everything that's available to me to not only help me draw, but to teach me draw even better. So, when you're using a projector, you might be tracing something, but then by the time it's all said and done, you've changed it so much it's yours, and all that projector is doing is giving you an outline of it, and you just want to, you want to be able to do that. So,
I think it's important to remember, once you learn, like with these boxes, once you get that box size and you wrap your head around what that top needs to be, you just need to make that box 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 and overlay your little pattern on top of it, your paws or whatever. So, necessity is the reason that we started making our own patterns.
We started making our own patterns sheer out of necessity. But here's the thing. When your customers come to you to give you a commission, there isn't a pattern in the book that they want to use. What they want to use is something original from the artist, because that's what they're paying for. And that's how I feel about it.
Well,
and everybody,
it depends on you.
It depends on the customer too. Mm-hmm. I have had customers come to me and say, you know what? Gee, I love this Vicky Payne design.
We don't do too much of that, but we take inspiration from other windows.
Yeah, we do take inspiration. I get more inspiration from magazine photos, and inspiration for like the Merle's Inlet job we're working on. Inspiration for that is just sheer photographs of that beautiful area.
So I have another question, if you're ready. Pauline wants to know, she's going to have a chance to do a bathroom window. Does she put the window in lead or foil? Which is the best for the bathroom surrounding the edge corners in lead?
I think I would do it. It's probably going to be large enough. A typical bathroom window is like 44 by 44. And I would do it in lead because I think the lead's going to react a lot differently in the humidity of the bathroom rather than the copper foil. But I've done them in both. So here's the thing. Do what you think is good. They both should be reinforced somewhat, no matter what, because they're in maybe in a tub area. I don't know. Bathroom has different areas where there's windows, but if you're going to do it behind a tub, I would suggest that I would do it in lead if it were me. But that's me, and because I enjoy working with lead, but I also enjoy incorporating the mermaid window that we did. Her entire body was copper foil, but all of the waves and everything going on around her was lead. So
right.
You mix the two together and you'll end up with something that's very unusual that will probably excite your customer.
Melissa wants to know, I'm purchasing a soldering iron today. It has a temperature unit that comes with it. It looks like it's good quality, but it's only 70 watts. Would it be good enough wattage to solder stained glass?
Typically, the minimum I would prefer to use on stained glass is 80 watts. Now, what the wattage is it tells you how fast that your soldering iron is going to recuperate the heat after you start using it and it starts to cool down. 70 watts is going to slow you down because you don't want to run it wide open anyway. I would do probably 80 watts, and if you can, I would, like the Heiko 601, that's a 100-watt iron. That's really a nice iron, and it does have a temperature control in it. But if 70 watts, I don't have any 70-watt irons, so I can't tell you. But I do know that the wattage is how fast that iron is going to recuperate its heat after you have been using it and it's cooled down. 70 watts is probably going to take quite a bit of time to come back, several minutes, I would think. So,
if you go to our Amazon store, and the link is in the description of the video, if you go to that store, we have the soldering irons that we recommend, and I believe they're all 100
they're
watt
all
irons.
100-watt irons.
So take a look at those and see if they're something you could
and whether you get an iron with a rheostat or you get an iron with a rheostat in it, you need to have a rheostat. So if you get an iron that doesn't have a rheostat, make sure that you purchase a rheostat with it and make that a combination so that you can control the temperature of your iron without burning it out and making it go crazy and then having a problem because it's not working again. So make sure if it doesn't have a rheostat in the handle, then you need to have a rheostat on the side.
Ray put up a link to one of our videos, how we make quick and easy stained glass panels. If you think that's something that you might be interested, follow that link right there, and it shows you one way to make a pattern. Thank you, Ray. We appreciate you. Okay.
Oh, we got a good question down there at the bottom.
Can I use a rheostat on the Weller 100 watt? I was told that I didn't need it.
Who told you that?
Yes, you need a rheostat.
You need a rheostat.
Okay. So
thanks for asking that question.
Yeah, you still need a rheostat because the Weller, it'll go up to 700 degrees, and if you like to work at 700 degrees all the time, then maybe you don't need a rheostat.
Yeah, but your iron's going to burn out, your foil's going to lift on the edges, and you're not going to have a very fun time soldering. So
it just gives you more control over that perfect temperature that you want to use when you solder.
Please get a rheostat. And your work will change.
We have a lot of people that on this channel that use a rheostat, and they can tell you all about it.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of people that started out not using a rheostat, and we have testimonials right here within our family, even tonight, about what a rheostat did for their work. So thank you guys.
Arc of Mystery, Miracle Mud, he wants it all black. So the recipe is called Ed's Putty Recipe. It's on our website at the ARTyRV channel, or at conwayglass.com, ARTyRV. the putty recipe, or you can use a lead patina.
Yeah, I mean, you can use a lead patina. That's just another chemical. You got your hands dipped in and something else you got to clean up. The putty recipe, it cleans the window while you're working. And if you polish it correctly, it will turn the color of pewter, which is a really dark gray black. So it's pretty.
He wants it black. So experiment with those two things and see what you get.
Experiment with it. But our putty recipe, the windows are designed to be polished by hand and left, to be that way, the color of the lead when it's polished. So.
Anita, yes, we do sell glass. We're open Wednesdays from 10 to 4, and we are also open by appointment Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For large quantities of glass, go to Sunshine.
Yeah, go to Sunshine Glass Works
and they ship nationwide.
That's right. So, one of our community members last week in the Midwest ordered some glass, and their glass is on their way to them.
Someone asked, the Heiko is 67 watt, isn't it? I don't know about that. Is the Heiko 67 watt? Not the one we have.
Not the one we have.
Okay, Magali said don't get going on the rheostat. Okay, we won't.
We won't, Magali, but thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that.
I think it's time for the viewer showcase.
Oh, Barb.
Don't you think? Okay. All right.
Hey, can y'all just, while Barbara's getting that all set up, can you believe it? Tomorrow is 1 year since I had my hip replaced.
Oh. You're going to the
doctor to get a checkup on
tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 year.
1 year.
Can you believe it?
Viewer showcase, everybody. Hey, thank you for sending in your absolutely beautiful work.
Okay, let's go on. There we go. Okay. Jennifer Enlow.
Jennifer, that little piece of candy there just makes me get my sugar fix on.
So yeah, Jennifer's got this pretty.
I love that
flower, and the Christmas trees that have beads on them, and this cute little.
Yeah, that's a Halloween candy, right?
What are they called? Candy corn.
Is that right, Jennifer?
That is adorable.
That's
love
adorable.
It.
Yeah.
Love it. Adorable. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you for sharing your work with us, Jennifer.
Okay, next up, Ray and Susie Hapner.
Ray.
Great work. Great work. Both of you did a great job on that.
Absolutely beautiful.
I love them. I love the color. I love how you displayed them in the photograph. Very nice. Very high quality.
Now, y'all see these windows, these little circles here. This is just a hobby came around the outside edge. And but you notice how it's attached. It's attached at a joint that can't be removed by gravity. Right. So that's really good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Ray and Susie, really thank you so much.
Yeah, the colors are gorgeous. Great work. Okay, next up is Magali Newsom.
Hey, Magali.
And the first window is Magali's first stained glass window that she did with her mother-in-law. I believe her mother-in-law's name is Bobby, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yes.
And then the one on the right is, the one on the far right is her daughter's school logo. And the one in the middle is something that she has done for a craft show. That's beautiful. They're all beautiful. Nice work. Nice work, Magali. Very pretty. Very nice. Next up, Stained Glass by Brett Jackson. And this is a Justin Benke. Am I pronouncing that right?
I
His
think
pattern. This window has 262 pieces, and it took him 72. Oh, no. That's not the right one. I'm sorry.
Took him 97 hours, wasn't it, Barb? Is that Brett's?
Yeah, it took him, I can't find the hours. Yeah, 97 and a half hours. I'm sorry. 262 pieces.
Wow. And that's absolutely gorgeous. You guys just really are really good craftspeople at what you do. These windows
Colors are gorgeous.
Are gorgeous, yeah.
Okay, next up, Karen Mills.
Karen. I can see a jewelry box made with a cow's face on it.
Nice colors, Karen.
Nice colors, too.
That's really cute. We love it. And Karen just started her journey in stained glass just the last year, I believe.
In the last year, yeah. Like so many of them. So many of our community have just recently started, and we have so many new faces and names coming up each Monday night, Barb. It's so exciting.
Yes.
That people are finding our channel.
Okay. Richard Fox. This is the one that took 72 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice window, Richard. He's from New Jersey.
Very
Richard's from New
beautiful.
Jersey,
Yeah.
and welcome to the ARTyRV channel.
That is very abstract, and I like it. It's even got, I guess that's a rondelle in the...
Looks like it,
Looks
yes.
like a rondelle, so yeah.
Nice colors. But it's beautiful in the sunlight. Okay. And this is by Ed Forsman. Very
Yeah.
unique. I love it, Ed. I love the
Yeah.
technique you used around the edge. It's very sweet.
Way to go, Ed. Thumbs up, bro.
Very nice.
Oh, Karen Mills. Karen, it's been 2 years already?
2
Get out
years.
of
You're
town.
kidding me.
What
Oh my
in the
gosh.
world?
Time flies.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Let me tell you. And now with Ed's little heart there, you saw how you can twist up the lead and make a frame around your piece. It's just so
That's very sweet. I
very
like it.
sweet.
This is Mark Mason.
Looking good, Mark.
Valentine entry. Very nice. Because Valentine's is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Very nice, Mark.
Yeah. And those are 2 turtle doves.
And Patty Hike.
Hey, Patty.
Beautiful.
What a
And
beautiful window.
Is this a Justin Benkei?
I think.
I believe it is.
It looks, yeah.
Yes, this is another Justin Benkei. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And yeah, that's another pattern by him. So he's got some beautiful patterns.
That's so beautiful. And y'all, so many of you are really, really, really good at cutting glass. And some of my anecdotes about cutting glass, I hope that they help you, because, you know, I try to remember them myself, and they actually help me cut different glasses, because I'm cutting stuff different all day long.
So to have your work considered for the viewer showcase, please visit conwayglass.com ARTyRV and send us a message. And put viewer showcase in the subject line.
Yeah, so we're giving everybody a thumbs up tonight on your viewer showcase. Thanks for sending those in to us. And don't forget, everybody, let's give Ray a big thumbs up, because he's working hard tonight, making sure we get our... Thank you, Ray.
Thumbs
Appreciate
up.
it.
Very nice. So do we have... Oh, we have some questions. Some questions came in for the viewer showcase.
Great.
Thank you all for sending those in. And if you have entries, send them in to us. We'll be happy
Please
to
do, because it's
help
grows.
you get them online.
It grows every month.
It
doesn't
sure
Barb?
does. Let's see. I wrote it down.
that-
So Ed Forsman had a question. He's making an octagon window. What is the best way to shim the window in place? He's planning on using molding around the window on the inside.
Well, if you're going to use molding around it, Ed, to hold it in, what you want to do is just make yourself some, if you're using like lead around the outside, you can just take and make some 1/4 inch wide by 1/4 inch tall little wooden blocks, or go to your local glazing company and just get a box of 1/4 inch setting blocks, what they call setting blocks. And just that's a great way to prop it up from the bottom if you need to. And then install your molding. Never use any caulking, because those windows are protected by the outside piece of glass anyway, and you don't have to worry about it. Because if your customer ever wants to take it with them, all they have to do is call you. You'll come take it out and crate it and send it with them.
Yep.
That's a good question, though, Ed. Yeah, I prefer to use. I just use rubber setting blocks, and just clean it up and make it look nice, and you got it going on.
Okay. Now, do we have any more questions?
Jennifer, I hope you got your package okay.
Let's see. If you have a question, just put it in the chat with a Q. And I just want to remind everybody that may have got here late that tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we're releasing the box video. So it's the Valentine's Day box that y'all have been waiting for, and it's got step-by-step instructions. It's 30 minutes long. If you can't watch the whole thing, keep it in your studio with
And
you.
just keep coming back to it as you go.
And build a box should only take you a day to do. So
Well, yeah,
a 1 day
but-
project. And
yeah.
once you do one, you got it for all of them.
Yeah, once you do the one box, and then you'll have it, because the box itself, which is the bottom, not the lid, the box itself is pretty universal. And then once you understand the math of the lid and the bottom and the box itself, you're good to go. And also, we're going to be showing you how to install jewelry box hinges on your work. And then we're going to be using some jewelry box chain to make sure it doesn't flip over and flip out.
Okay, and that will be linked. Go to the link in the box construction video to see the details of how to add the chain and the hinge.
Right. So there'll be a video that you'll just check out the link on, go right to that, and an entire video how to apply the box lid, the box hinges. So it's really I think you'll enjoy it. Once you start building boxes, you may not be able to stop.
They're fun, and you know they sell, and
they do sell, because they will help your bottom line. And I promise you, if you'll do 5 at a time, you'll definitely sell your boxes and increase your bottom line. So
yeah, they're good for shows. Someone asked about the balloon. See any more balloons? No, we didn't. We haven't. That was crazy, right? Right over Myrtle Beach. They don't care about us.
right.
Okay. Let's see. Question. How long can we keep the baking soda mix for cleaning flux?
Oh, hey, I just put a lid back on the jar and stick it back on the shelf. Baking soda and water is just, there's nothing going to happen to it. Baking soda sits in your refrigerator for months at a time, absorbing some odors. So, yeah, there's really nothing can happen to it. And baking soda is not that expensive. If you do decide to throw it away, all it does is clean your drain out. So
we're still on January, Larry.
Yeah, Larry. But this is our first time in the studio. So, Larry, thanks for tuning in. We missed you last week.
We need to change the calendar.
Hang on, let me change that calendar. Hang on, Larry. We're gonna get it going on here for you.
And the ARTyRV sticker is coming. We're gonna have to move the calendar. We'll put it in a better place in the new studio.
Oh my
Larry.
gosh, look at that! Isn't that gorgeous?
Okay. We'll put it up tomorrow.
Hang on, I got it right here. Larry was kind enough to send us the calendar. At least we could do is keep up with it.
Yes, so I
There
think
you go, Larry. February, buddy. Thank you.
So Jennifer said she did get her package. She's waiting on the fairy lights to arrive so she can put them inside to light
Oh
it
wow,
up
we'd
while
love to
it's
see a
protected.
picture next month of that. That'd be great.
Okay.
Wow. And Jennifer, thank you very much. Sincerely, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The baking soda, yes, it keeps, and you'll love using it. Ray wanted to know if we're still walking. Are you
A
talking
little
to
bit.
us, Ray? Yeah. We're walking Miss Mary a
Yeah,
lot.
we're walking Miss Mary, and now that we're working in the front and the back because we're still blowing glass during the week. We're walking a lot. I'm still getting my 10,000 steps a day, I think.
Yeah, he was kind of slowed down this weekend. He had that
Oh, I had that
toothache.
Oh
and
man!
boy, it set him back.
And
So-
then the doctor, my dentist, told me no blowing glass for 3 days. He said if you wanna really hurt yourself, blow some glass. I was like, it's not that important.
Right.
So, did y'all see Miss Mary walk by? She's around here somewhere.
I don't know.
Oh, she's laying in between us, Barb. She's so sweet.
Aw. Okay,
She's so
y'all, you
sweet.
have any questions?
Are you guys?
We might have to go early to this week because
Oh, there's a question right below Ray.
where? Baking soda mixture with water, what to what, and no need for soap. What to what? What's your mixture?
I just use like maybe a quarter cup of baking soda to a cup of water. It's
and
real
just keep
simple.
it in a little jar with a lid, and you got it all the time.
It's an acid neutralizer. Baking soda it'll make your patina work like it's supposed to.
Or you can just wet a paper towel, put a little baking soda
clean
there,
it.
and
Yeah, and wash it.
sprinkle baking soda on it, rub it, rinse it, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no exact science to that.
No need for soap. Just when you rinse the baking soda off, just use warm water under the sink and, just rinse it off. I have taken windows outside and put the hose on them to clean them, to make them, pretty. So.
Okay. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat with the Q.
Yeah.
Don't forget tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Oh, and it'll be a live I'm not sure if it's going to be a live premiere.
Will we be here?
Maybe
or will
not.
we
I don't know. Huh?
I don't know. If we're there, we'll check in.
If we're there, we'll chat. We'll see what
Let's see,
happens.
the bit for the grinder.
Did you, that it can be used for inland also? Yes.
Yes, you just buy the part. Just give, Sunshine has them. So you buy either the 3/4 inch bit head, or you buy the 1 inch, depending on your grinder, and then you buy the sleeve. I prefer the fine and the medium one. The other bit is a little bit too coarse for me because I don't like glass chipping and flying all over the place. So the fine one seems to work good for me because, again, you should only be grinding to rough up the edges, not to shape your glass. Other than when we're doing a circle the size of a quarter, you're shaping glass there. But yeah, you should only be using your grinder to rough up the edges so that they can be cleaned and the foil will stick correctly. So
Yeah, you're going to love that bit.
you're going to love it,
Those
Magali.
of you out there that have it inland, and I think that those bits are
The
good
shafts,
for,
they're universal.
yeah, they're universal. Get that quick bit. You're going to love it. It's going to change your
It'll
studio
change the way
life.
and you won't have to keep the Phillips milk of magnesia in your studio anymore for that ugly little set screw.
What's the fair price for one of those jewelry boxes at a craft show? Well, we don't sell them at the craft show anymore, but we can tell you what we sell them in the gallery for.
We sell them in our gallery for $125.
So go from there, whatever, is your market. So yeah. And we don't make a lot of them. We make maybe 5 or 6 a year.
Yeah, maybe just 5 or 6 a year. So, but with the new patterns that are coming out, y'all,
more.
we'll be making more because
Especially the mushroom one's going to be really popular.
Yeah, the mushroom box, I believe, is going to be the mushroom lid. I'm sorry. The box is so simple. Once you have the directions for the box, a box is a box is a box. So, but the lids you can design yourself. We may be coming up with new lids for you to add to our website for purchase, because if you feel it's easier for me to design a lid and you just to purchase it, guess what? I'm your guy. I'll be happy to design lids.
Yeah, so...
Because it all helps support the ARTyRV channel, y'all, and it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and I've been playing with Rapid Resizer and learning that, so I'll have some information on that next week, because I had to get into it for the boxes. So.
Right. Yeah, Richard, we don't...
It's real easy. It's just...
Yeah,
I'm not real, not real smart. So, I got it. I think I got it. So, we'll talk about it
Pauline
next week.
has a question there for
Where?
us. Right below
Are
Richard.
you making more windows? Are you going to be doing some giveaways on some pendants? We don't know about that. I don't know.
We have our new system isn't like our old system, so we can't, have everybody sign in and then it randomly pick a name. So,
but we'll definitely y'all get some free stuff. You'll get some free stuff. We're working on it, and we do have some merch coming out. So.
We do, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's cute.
It was really hard getting Miss Mary to stop long enough to get her photograph taken, but.
Jennifer said, "Thank you for giving me a reason to look forward to Mondays." LOL. Seriously, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer. That's sweet.
We appreciate you watching our channel. You guys are awesome. Every one of you. Even those of you that aren't in the chat room right now that are watching the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. And please, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, it's a very simple thing that you can do to tell us how much you enjoy watching our channel and how much it helps you. Please subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you.
Mark wants to know, do you have a rule of thumb? This is a good question, Mark. Do you have a rule of thumb for borders? Say the grain of the glass goes up and down on the sides. Do you go side to side on top and bottom, or have it the same as on the sides?
Sometimes I will bring it down on the top, in on the sides, and up on the bottom. The other thing you can do, depending on the grain, I kind of like running it different directions around the border myself, Mark. Just because if it's all run in one direction at the top, then when you look at the side, you're going to think that it's not in there correctly. So run it. I like to personally. I run it down on the top, up and down on the bottom, and left to right on the sides, and that kind of gives it a little bit of character when the light's behind it. I think that's what I like to do.
And everyone has their own way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was the question. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Kathy. That's sweet. That's a sweet comment. She said, "Don't sell myself short." Hello. Okay. Okay, you guys. I think it's time to go.
You know what? Because I think I'm gonna have some wonton soup tonight.
I think he is. He can't really eat too great, but I think.
But
you
egg
can have
foo
a
young
little
sounds
egg
pretty
foo
good
young
too.
and wonton soup. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Hey
Look for
everybody,
that
we
new
love you.
video.
Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight.
See you next week.
Hugs to every one of you. I'll be back in 100% next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.